Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this channel. Hope you're doing good. Now, the Limpopo Premier, Dr. Phophi Ramathuba, has dismissed allegations of irregular payments and nepotism at Magalakwena local municipality. In a bid to clear her name, the Limpopo Premier has boldly called on all state departments involved in crime investigation and prevention to thoroughly look into the matter concerning the allegations of corruption leveled against her. Now, please watch the rest of the video and tell us what you think. Do you believe the allegations are fabricated and that the Premier is simply a victim of a corrupt system trying to push her out so that looters can operate freely? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.
And I keep on people. I was opening a road in the morning. Now people are busy here, and I won't go for no go. Imagine what's going on here. People are busy, or now Premier must talk about corruption. Let me tell you something. When you are doing good and you are best at what you do, people will just be jealous of you, and they will create stories that don't exist. That I keep telling you. I go back, Robapa, money, talking about Mabatsundukal in COVID. You know, with COVID, the way we worked very hard, we were not sleeping, we were not seeing our children. When the whole country refused to receive our children from Wuhan as a rural province with no academic hospital, with such a small airport, we received that Airbus. I was sitting there saying, these are our people and we're not going to. You know, guess what? After fighting COVID and being number one, being a rural province, there was now an article say, she has benefited from PPE. She appointed her children. My kids are only starting university now. At that time, they were not even, I've got 2 daughters. They were saying all sorts of things. Her kids, you know, my siblings, people went on this CPRO to check when I MEC una company now, and I said to them, let's wait and see what the SIU will say. The SIU came, the Hawks came, public protector came, all of them, those reports. Show me the one that says Dr. Ramathuba is implicated. Nothing. But where were the people who were making noise? None of them will come and say, I know, we see now the report is out. So I'm just giving you a background to say, when you are a politician and you are outsmarting them, they will create things that don't exist. When you close the tap and people are no longer benefiting, when usually the workers will say, bomb the ATM. If you know that this is an agency that they milk from, and you close the tap, you have bombed their ATM. That's when they will make you to run. They will make you to run so that you become weak and you chicken out. So here, they've met their match. And I'm saying, be patient. The Hawks are investigating this case. Truly speaking, I don't even have the number of the municipal manager of Mugalagwe. Yes, the mayor is my comrade. I work with him. I know him very well. I've attended many programs with him. He's my mayor. I know him. Yes. So you can't be questioning me. Why do I know? But you know, I've got 10 departments plus their own agents. MEC. Will I literally jump in at the MEC tag and go and give an instruction to a municipal manager? Is it practical and possible? No, another 2023. 2023, where was I? I was busy doing my rural health matters. So I can tell you, you will see. Just be patient. I'm saying to you, because there are people who genuinely love me and they're worried. Some are sending me messages. Can't you Premier this? Hey, don't worry. That's when they make me stronger. Yes. I'm still going to have, I don't know how many programs today. But I don't go through. If they think I'm not going to Tira, then it's they do is the work that promoted me to be a premier. They promoted me because when you talk about me, even those who don't know me start to ask, who's this one? And when you are sitting and they don't even talk about you, nobody knows that you exist. And people, when you start to attack somebody, they become even much more sympathetic to that person. So be rest assured, because I felt I've seen a lot of WhatsApp. Be rest assured, there's nothing that I've done. If there is any fraud that has happened to the municipality, the hawks are there. I'm going to discuss, to request the president to say, bring the SIU. The SIU it's already there, by the way. They've already investigated. They've presented some issues to me, and they've presented what is currently happening. So some of these issues that we see is that there are people who have done wrong things. Who knows that there is that particular report which is coming? So we will have to expand the scope to these 2023 invoices if they are not part of the scope, and they will be investigated, and those who are responsible will be. I don't even have a single family member or a sibling who works in that municipality. My siblings did medicine. They're dentists, you know them. My siblings, they've gone to school. They don't rely on me to get them jobs. Their children, they are actuaries. If you want me to tell you, they've done actual science. They're bright, they're smart like their aunt. I've never gone to a municipality and say, please, some of them are self-employed because they've gone to school. So I'm sorry, I will have to say it. I don't have a sibling, I don't have a relative, I don't have a cousin working in Mogalakwena municipality.
They must bring it on.
They must, and they will see. So you said I must respond. I have responded. And I'm not going to talk about this thing anymore. Let's allow the state, a security state agency to investigate, because I have reported. I've got nothing to hide. I will not take any hawks to court to say I'm interdicting you, don't investigate me. If anybody has got a case against me, go to the hawks. They are free to investigate me. I will never ask a Bojaman, say no, don't come, I'm interdicting. No, I will never do that, because the agency, the police must investigate it. But what is quite interesting is that all this page and that are writing this thing, whether it's Facebook or Twitter, they are fake accounts. Now that's what becomes a problem, to say you are dealing with a ghost. But technology is smart. I'm telling that person because I know who will be watching. He or she is watching. We already have a lead, because when you create a Facebook, it will show you. One thing I like about Facebook, I should say phone. You will have to use a smartphone. So we are able to pick up the first account of Tepoli Dwaba, which phone, which gadget was sending this page. Even the Abu will come after you, because we need that person to come and tell us, so that we get to the truth of it. So, but you can't just come and taint the name of the premier because you want your story to sell. It is wrong. It is wrong. The premier has got integrity, and when you drag the name of the premier, you are dragging the entire province into the mud. Fight your own battles at your local level and leave the premier, so that when you need somebody to assist you, I told you I've got 10 departments that I am directly responsible, because I appoint HODs and MECs. I do not appoint municipal managers. I don't appoint councillors. I don't appoint mayors. I've got no role to play on that. So, but otherwise, I'm just saying to Batwash, let's focus on that. I'm saying this because Dr. Dikhalege is saying there are people who might not like, and will come to her to say, when you do rural health, you are promoting the MEC with rural health. It's got nothing to do with the MEC. Rural health has got nothing to do with the premier. Rural health has got everything to do with them. They are not premier, they are not community. They have their own families who pray day and night. So continue to say, Dr. Kane, you are used extremely sick, I can afford any specialist in the world. It's just that I trust the woman cheats. I can't go to any of those. I always trust those who treat the poor without expecting money. I don't trust them. Those who want money from me, you know yourself. I will go and pay a lot. I don't. I trust those who are able to give their best to the poor. Those who have options, who can work anywhere, but chose to work with the poor. So that's why I'm saying we are not using anybody. For rural health matters, it's got nothing to do with, hey, this will push somebody for political expediency. Maybe the MEC will quickly move up the ladder and become the premier. Then the premier will go higher up. So let's not do the rural health. You are just stopping your own luck, your own personal growth, because you are listening to people who are jealous, who just hate Phophi Ramathuba because she works hard. The people who just hate me because I work better than them. They just have a problem. What matter, this woman, where does she get this energy? She's there 2 minutes, she's there, the other minute she's there. People who just hate me for that. When I work with her, I was a nurse with her. I was in Tinosa, she was summer. Look at her. Well, now you were busy insulting patients, and I was busy treating patients. That's why I'm here, and you are still there. So stop your jealousy and your hatred, because the more you hate, the more you are angry, the more worse things happen to you. So to be good to the others, especially Batumzini. You know, God's people are people who don't have option. So I'm appealing to you, my senior Peter manager. You heard what my Chize was saying. When I pointed them anything, I was all over. This trending here today is nothing. Because I was training. You know what was painful? It's at the very same, those who were senior clinical or who were there before, who were sleeping. All what they do is that, what can I do? The backlog, it's long. What can I do? When you organize rural health, they do the opposite. And I said, what? I'm removing all of them. Quickly. Like we did in St. Peter's. I'll show you. To be a certain like me. We go to the hospital and say, let's put this 3. And we leave 3. They turn around the hospital, we advertise, we appoint. What we appoint? You such city, but that time it was not even a fake news or fake account. It was mainstream media, Sunday Times, City Press, Sowetan, The Times. And I asked one journalist, are you talking, do you know there's a difference between longevity in the system and experience? The advert says relevant experience. These ones are long in the system. They don't have relevant experience. This one, within the 100 days, they've proven relevant experience. I'm appointing them. I'm appointing them. And the hospital turned around. Now, there was an article in the TikTok, which is still, they've resurfaced it, about Kensani Hospital. I was saying I need to make time and stop by Kensani. I went there. Yes, there were those challenges. I saw those cockroaches, the flooring. It was a long time ago. We went, we changed, we brought a new CEO, new management. He turned around. He turned around the hospital, Kensani. When I went back last year, Kensani was the best, very clean. They're still bringing the old. You know why? They just feel hatred and jealousy that the young man, Madida Malaji, is doing a fantastic job in Kensani. And the MEC, don't be under pressure to remove him because of people who are jealous. All they do is to sit and plot how to hate. That's what they're here on earth for. They're here to plot and hate. So do not be pushed into that particular level. So let's continue to support Mr. Malachi. Don't remove him. I must be there and be recorded. Mr. Madida Malachi must not be removed. He must be allowed to do his job. If he is turning around the hospital, let him do so. Where he needs help, at Manana Mongwe, fambani mi ya n'wi pfuna laha a nida ku support lero premier vakho va ri dzi huva ndapfi dzi huva mini aya dropa si hati na dropa si tava key they win. But you know what is the problem of these people who are very critics? When it's them or their family who are sick, they call direct the premier. They call direct, and you know what? They abuse the fact that the premier, when it comes to patients, she won't question. When it's a patient, even if it's a person who was insulting me a few minutes ago, but if it's their mother or it's their son or it's those people, I can tell you. So don't be fooled. All what they're doing is jealous.
Yeah.
Now, I was listening to Prof. Machidze. I want to also appreciate you, Dr. Moliko Caroline. I must appreciate you, honestly speaking. You need to also stand up so that we can bow on you. Yes. I don't know how many kilometers from Tawazimbi to here. Unlike me, you don't have blue lights. Unlike me, you don't have a driver. Unlike me, you don't go and sit at the back of your car and read or be on the phone. Yep. Unlike me, you must get into your car and drive all those kilometers, leaving your family, coming here to say, I want to serve. Because Homachidze is coming, I don't want any orthopedic cases to be cancelled because there is no anesthetics to do. So these are the doctors that you need, the MEC. These are the doctors you need. These are the doctors, if they complain, you must jump. Not these ones permanent complainant, but those ones, when they complain, that's when I jump. There are those people even when they say anything you ignore. But there are certain people, when they say, MEC, this MEC, my advice, you jump. Because if this is a person who, when you ask, we need you, and he says, how far? She doesn't even say how far. Say what time, tell me the date, the place, and the time, and I'll be there. Go to Mamina. The real Tumamina Brigade is singing now who are always singing there. This is the real Tumamina that the president was talking about in 2018. And let me say to all of you, thank you very much to my team. Team we are MEC Mashio. The best birthday present I ever had was in 2025 when I was no longer the MEC for health, but the project Rural Health, and I listened to Bamanana, Nabameida, Nabupapa, but now I can see how beautiful the premier is because of you. Now I receive a compliment. Otherwise, if you didn't open the eyes, you would not have told me I'm beautiful. Now he has boosted my yes, exactly. I will be looking like a 35-year-old. Open his eyes, he will not have told me. And all I was going to hear is this stories of demoralizing. Now with him giving me this story, listening to your story, as the MEC has said, if you can't be moved by listening to this story, you will never be moved. You are supposed to be in the graveyard. You're supposed to be dead. If you can't be moved when listening to them, please just ask God to recall you, because he's busy recalling good people who we still need, and you were not. He is finishing our oxygen. Please, thank you very much.